The other thing I would like to share with folks is the people who work for you, you want to set them up for success. What do I mean? Well, I had several opportunities to leave over the years or change jobs and go do something else. Each one of those times, looking back now, it seems to make a lot of sense, where back then it was a lot grayer and squishy. I wanted to leave with two things in mind. First of all, if I could pick my successor, or at least help a group of individuals so they could compete to be my successor, then I think my job was done that way. I always wanted to leave the organization in a better position than when I came in. I'm not saying I'm a superstar or a rock star and nobody else could do my job, because as soon as I left my last job, within a couple weeks, they had already filled the slot with somebody else, which made me feel good. It was two things. It was surprising and it made me feel good at the same time, because there's nothing worse than being in a job and when you leave, your job isn't filled. Because what's that mean? Maybe your job really wasn't that important. And all the stress that you put yourself under and all the nights you lost sleep, what were they for? If when you leave, no one comes in to fill the position or the job you were in. To close out this video, I wanted to kind of convey why I left when I did. And I've kind of touched on this, here and there in some of the things I said already. I didn't want to leave the team high and dry. The timing for me to leave and retire or leave any team was when it would have the least impact negatively to the team. So I always strive to build the teams up and to provide them either the planning or the schedules or the strategy that they needed to succeed when I moved on. And I think you also have to be gracious to know that when you leave and you're out the door, it's no longer your job. So sometimes you think you did a great job and you were hitting all your marks, and as soon as you leave, you learned, well, maybe that thing that you thought was so awesome really wasn't that awesome, and somebody came in and made it better. And you have to kind of make sure that you leave everything you could have done on the table. You did everything you possibly could to do the right thing or to have the team succeed, and even though you set all that up, somebody can come in after you and totally mess it up or totally make it better. The important thing to me was, and this is what I would offer up to you, is that when you leave a situation, you leave it better than how you came in, if at all possible. And when you leave, you leave. Unless somebody asks you advice or something like that, and that's also happened in my career, you walk away and let other people deal with that situation and that team or whatever it is. You have to be able to accept that. And when you do, I think you grow as a person and people remember that, at least for a while, until they forget your name, which will also happen.